afternoon, everyone, for those who are in Central Standard Time. What is really going on, America? What are you doing? Y'all best believe this. If you are a child of God, there is nothing to fear. So you have the mind of Christ. And He is not about to allow anything happen to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's not going to allow that. If you have the mind of Christ and you belong to Him, ain't nothing about to happen to you. And if you notice, anytime a black person gets shot up by the police, they got video footage for days, different angles of what takes place. But when a cop gets shot, nobody ain't showing no type of footage unless, you know, I'm out of the loop about the footage of the police getting shot. Understand this, beloved, that this is nothing but the enemy. He causes confusion. They want us to hate each other. They want white people to hate black people, and they want black people to hate white people. Who is the author of confusion? Satan. So there is no need for us to be panicking, stressing out, getting upset about this foolishness that's going on in America. This ain't nothing but the enemy. Period, point blank. If you pay attention, and a house of it sure can't stand. You so right, Sarah. A house divided cannot stand. But they if you notice, they always bring out controversy against either race or religion or who you love, whether it be same sex or opposite sex, hetero or homosexual. They cause confusion for a reason. And they operate, they use us based on, they put stuff in our faces to have us to be so angry and so upset about a situation that is going on that we go off emotions. And that's what I did. I cried out this morning. I prayed to God. Thank you. And I'm the same way, and God is still on the throne. So when I'm seeing Christians posting on Facebook that they are fearful for their husband's lives and their son's lives, they're afraid to let them go and get some gas or go to the store. For what? So if you're saying that, you're also letting people know, or having people that definitely look up to you, and you're a figurehead in the church, or you're a leader, or you're a pastor. Oh, I already know that's what's taking place. That's what I'm saying. And the Bible has to fulfill itself. It's amazing how the Pharisees and the Sadducees couldn't even recognize God in the flesh. And it seems like the church is not recognizing that the Word of God is fulfilling itself. In order for things to take place in the book of Revelation that has been prophesied for over so many thousands of years ago, things have to be set in motion. It is not by accident that we're basically seeing what took place with Pharaoh in Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Pharaoh saw that there was too many numbers of the Egyptians. They were having too many children. So what we're going to do, we're going to kill their sons. And we're also going to take away their weapons. Because if you notice, a lot of this got to do with gun violence. Both men had guns on them. They both had permits, to my understanding. That's what I was told. They had the right to carry their guns. So instead of them the police asking questions and seeing what the issue is, they just go on a rampage just thinking that this black man is bad and he's a thug and all this stuff. Listen, y'all, it's not about, when they showing us all this stuff, best believe they're trying to get us to be scared, to be afraid, to have us hating one another. And as Christians, we should know better. We should have the discernment of His Spirit to know when they are playing us. That's why I don't watch the news. Half of this stuff ain't even real. They just showing us stuff to give us this scare tactic. Like they're serious. That's why I was trying to tell my mom, the government controls pretty much everything. All these goddamn cell phones. When you're posting a picture, I just got back on Facebook. When you're posting a picture to Facebook and they're able to recognize your face without you even adding a tag to it, you're now able to open up your phone with your thumbprint. Come on now, y'all. We're thinking that we're free. We're the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're not free. We're just as controlled as China. And I am not going to believe that we're broke. I don't believe we're in debt. They want us to think we're in debt. There's no way in the world we can be in debt. If we're in debt, how in the world we're able to get refund checks when we file for our, for those who don't make enough to have to pay the government, but you get money instead? How in the world we're able to give out $50 million in grants? They're just sitting there, and we're so broke, and we in debt. Y'all, we gotta look at the signs and stop playing this mess that they showing us and falling for it. We really do. We're being played big time. And for those, I feel sorry for those that do not know Christ. This is our time to go out, preach the word of God, and save as many souls as possible. God is going to hold us responsible. It's not by accident that 2 Chronicles is written the way it's written, about that we need to really turn to God and just cry out, repent, turn away from our wicked ways so God can heal the land. We are. The media is ran by the government, pretty much. They want us to know only so much. They only give us snippets of stuff. They don't give us the whole story. And then when somebody come out and tell us the whole story, then they say, oh, no, they don't know what they're talking about. They're considered crazy. That they're conspiracy theorists. So they don't know. They cuckoo in the head. Come on now, y'all. I'm not buying half the stuff that they feeding us. Period, point blank. Actually, I'm not buying the majority of it. I'm trying, that's what they're doing. And the sad part about it is, they don't care about the lives of nobody. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? This government does not care about the lives of not a one person when they have an agenda that they're trying to push. When they have an agenda they're trying to push, they do not care about the lives. I don't care what nobody say. 9/11 was self-inflicted. Daddy Bush thought he was going to have a second term, but Clinton came in and won, so he didn't get a second term. His son gets in, and all of a sudden we get attacked, and we're going after Saddam, which is not the person that did the attack. My brother served over there twice in Afghanistan. He went to Iraq, and he served in Afghanistan twice. He was one of the ones that's supposed to have been training these troops over there, and you think they was trying to learn anything? No. So where's our tax dollars going? And they don't. I don't care what color you are. They're trying to enslave all of us. For those who are not in the 1%, if you're not a part of that 1%, they're trying to enslave. I don't care what color you are. We're not free, y'all. They know our every move. You got the NSA listen to our phone calls, reading our goddamn emails. All these different TV shows that's coming out. Best believe. Okay, Odyssey, American Odyssey. If you have Netflix, watch it. Watch American Odyssey. And I believe the reason why they took it out, they only allowed one season because they was telling too much truth that was really going on. I wouldn't be surprised half of the people that have gone over here have been killed off by our own people. I don't believe that young gentleman went in there and shot them people in that club. They are. When I'm able to post a picture, like when I do weddings and stuff, and you already know who this person is, you're tagging their name to it, where's the question marks? I've seen Greenleaf. I'm telling y'all, everything, guys, is definitely exposing a lot of stuff, but at the same time, as Christians, we need to be doing our Father's business, spreading the gospel throughout the masses. And the very ones that talk about what they really saw, they've been silenced. When the man was talking to CNN about what really happened, they lost the connection. Because they was telling the truth. They only want us to know so much. They're controlling us. We're no better than China with their government. We're communists over here. We thinking we got our rights when we don't. I cannot drive my car, even if it's paid for, if I don't buy a tag. I do not own my house for real, because even if I get a deed and I don't pay them taxes, guess what? The government gets it. And even if I place my mother or my father in a nursing home, guess who get my folks' house? their land, the government. See what I'm saying? Y'all, I pray to God. They are trying to make us look like we're goddamn animals, that because the police did this to this black man, that we're going to go out here and start shooting these police officers so they can pretty much solidify their case that this is how black folks react when things like this happen. Y'all, we got to be about peace. Y'all have to also understand, where there's unity, they are trying to start a war, Marty. And it's to the point where I told y'all this was about to be some mess. I told y'all it was going to get worse. But I didn't know it was going to be this goddamn bad. Lord have mercy. Y'all, we got to get on our face. And all these so-called pastors that's goddamn with these dang on mega churches getting all this money from these people ain't doing nothing. Even Martin Luther King stepped down from his job as a pastor with the church down there in Montgomery because of what was going on, Lord Jesus, to fight for our rights. And I'm not just saying Black Lives Matter. Yes, all lives matter, and I agree. But we as Christians, regardless of what your color is, you know, T.D. Jakes is a joke to me. And the only reason why he's doing a rally, he's a puppet. Y'all have to understand, this man was always under the Bush administration, from Daddy Bush to son Bush. He's a puppet. The reason why he got that land that he got is because of the Bushes gave it to him where he's sitting at now. They gave him money. He's a puppet. He is owned by these people. I'm not studying T.D. Jakes. And that's real talk. All these goddamn conferences and people dying left and right. If you want to do a conference about making sure we come together so we can get our rights be heard. But you instead of having woman down loose and all these different conferences and people goddamn having people feeling guilty and giving all this goddamn money to them. Y'all, I am so done with these mega pastors. If they not about God's kingdom for real, I have nothing for you. Nothing. If you're not out there on the front lines trying to bring peace like Martin Luther King did, and do it in the right way, and trying to get our black people to understand, especially our men, that this is not the way to do it, by goddamn trying to kill somebody just because they didn't kill your fellow man. That's not how God operates. Until I see T.D. Jakes come into the black community and try to bring peace, I have nothing for that man. Nothing. And Oprah did him some good exposing his tail on that show, Greenleaf. Because he is definitely being exposed along with Creflo Dollar and the rest of them folks. Y'all, enough is a goddamn enough. We need, as Christians, need to come together. We are one body. Hey, Miss Fitz. We are one body in Christ. And God ain't looking at no color. He ain't looking at no age. He ain't looking at this ain't nothing but the devil anyway, with all these different denominations keeping us separated. Because he know if he keeps us separated and we're not on one accord, he can do what he's doing now on this earth, which is causing all this confusion and all this mess that we got going on. Period, point blank. Now, what we going to do as Christians? Are we really going to stand for what is right? Or are we going to sit back and just keep allowing it to go on? I'm fed up. I'm tired. I'm tired of these preachers doing all this talking and doing nothing. They are too afraid to stand before people and have our rights given to us. Everybody getting their rights. Why can't Christians get theirs? We being disrespected left and right. And y'all sit back and say nothing? We're going to have to do something. I'm helping in my hometown now. But y'all, we got to do something. As Christians, we got to come together. We got to do something. Because this is ridiculous. I have to pray and ask God for strength and guidance. Because I'm not going to go out on my emotions. Because if I do my emotions, I'm going to go out the wrong way. So I have to pray and calm myself down. And really seek God and ask Him what it is He needs for His people, His remnant to do. Because these fake people that's saying that Christians ain't Christians for real. We all should be tired of seeing our fellow brother and sister dying for nothing. They want to make it about a race thing. They want to make it about a race thing. And it's not that. They're trying to have us against each other. Can we not see the enemy at work? They want us against, they want white people hating black people. Because as long as you keep your eyes on that hate, you can't see what they really up to. Because that's what it's really about. But I'm finna go into this meeting, y'all. I just had to get on here and let y'all know that we got to stand for something. We got to stand on God's word. We got to definitely trust God, listen to his voice, and do it peacefully and come together as one, regardless of your race, your ethnicity, or what denomination you claim. We need to come together as one. And when we come together as one, and Satan sees that we are together as one, he has no choice but to flee. He has to go away. He has to run away. But as long as we just sit here and still be separated every Sunday, this white church over here, this black church over here, this Pentecost over here, Baptist over here, foolishness. That is the enemy's plot to keep us separated. We need to come together. We read the same Bible. We need to trust in it. We need to come together as one. Period, point blank. Now, I want you to share this. Share this video on your social media so we can get there and get something started. Because I'm tired of this. We need to be as one. Enough is enough. As Christians, we got to come together. Y'all take care, be blessed. Love you guys. Read your word. Trust God with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. And don't go off your emotions. Oh, Lord. And then all these videos that keep popping up. I'm just tired of them too. Make sure you share this post. Love you guys.